to the Critic Corner, and my name is Obum Obiyue. And for those of you who are here for the first time, please don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? Now, for those of you who have been following my channel, I'm sure you'll be familiar with the video I made earlier on about the Udex S-Switch battle challenge between Davido and Asha, where we had Davido perform Asha's hit single Bibanke, and Asha also performed Davido's hit single If. Now, on that video, I mentioned that I was going to do the video in two parts. So this is the concluding part of that video. And on this segment, I'm going to be discussing about the Nigerian music industry from past to present, okay? And we're going to be looking at why it's difficult for the Nigerian entertaining brands to actually identify musicians' art. When we're looking at the music scene in Africa, we cannot overlook Nigeria. And Nigeria has housed a lot of music genre from past to present. Some of them are actually active till date, while some have actually faded away. But I'd like to mention a couple of genre that is documented in the Nigerian music industry. Okay, we have the Juju music, we have the Fuji Fever, we have the High Life, okay, we have the Afro Beats, all thanks to Fela, Kuti, and we also have the reggae, we have the praise, the Nigerian praise genre. We also have, I guess, the traditional pop or Apala music, and we have the waka. And I guess the Juju music is the oldest genre we have in Nigeria. It started in the 20s and it's still sampled in so many other genre music production that we have here in Nigeria. So let's go back to the throwback scene to where the African giant Burna Boy was nominated in the biggest music stage in the whole world. I'm talking about the Grammys.
For Best World Music Album, the nominees are Alton Goon, Bokante and Metropole Orcus, conducted by Jules Buckley. Burna Boy, Natalie Joachim with Spectral Quartet, Angelique Kidjo.
Okay. Woo! And the Grammy goes to Celia Angelique Kidjo.
And actually, Burna Boy didn't win it. Eventually, it was Angelique Kidjo. But even listening to Angelique Kidjo's speech that she gave, that was very brilliant.
Oh my God. 4 years ago on this stage, I was telling you that the new generations of artists coming from Africa gonna take you by storm. And the time has come. This is for Burna Boy. Burna Boy is among those young artists that come from Africa that is changing the way our continent is perceived and the way the African music have been the bedrock of every music. This is for all of you in Africa, my fans. Love everybody, and special thanks to the Rick Academy because they have opened the world music category to the world. They are open-hearted, they are open-minded, and that's what music has to be. Show the differences of culture. Thank you so much.
I like that she mentioned that the new, rising generation musicians, and she was referring to Burna Boy, and she actually dedicated the award to Burna Boy. That is so brilliant and sweet of her. But the thing I still can't get my mind on is how we're still making the same mistake as African arts. Because if we look at the category where Angelique Kidjo and Burna Boy were nominated to, the title of the category is called World Music. Now, I feel like that's genre, world music is just a genre they just invented to music they cannot actually describe or give an identity. So let me not to go to extreme, but like an English name, why we Africans actually know our heritage and always have attached meanings to our own name. So I feel like African music actually needs to have an identity, not just branding us world music. No, it doesn't really make sense. But that's something I don't really understand is the transition from the past to present music. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Afro Beats. So we have the Afro Beat, right? We have the Afro Beat, all thanks to Fela, Kuti. But then we have the Afro Beats. Okay, so that's still something that I still find it difficult to accept. But I guess Burna Boy have an insight or an idea to what I'm actually talking about, and maybe he could explain better. So let's listen to an interview where Burna Boy was actually explaining this Afro Beat and Afro Beats. Okay.
So it's interesting though, because I was talking to somebody yesterday, and what I thought was Afro Beats, they told me it wasn't. Like, I thought some of the stuff on Beyonce's album was Afro Beats. And the brother from South Africa was like, that's not Afro Beats. That's like some Afro Beats hip hop fusion, but that's not Afro Beats. And then he started naming like 3 or 4 different sounds coming from Africa right now.
There's so many different sounds coming from Africa. So many. And there's so many different parts of Africa. There's so many different cultures and people. So obviously there's bound to be different types of music and different types of expressions, so Afro Beats is just one of them, basically. And right now it's like the dominant one. So
Is it a trend or is it going to be a lasting genre?
I mean, for me, I wouldn't know. I don't know any of these things. All I know is Afro Beat is Fela Kuti. Afro Beats is like a collection of different types of Afro. There's Afro pop, Afro swing, Afro fusion, which I created, and there's different things. There's Afro reggae, Afro,
Yeah, they told me something about something that's just keyboard, that's just keys.
Yeah. That's I think it's South African. It's one of them.
Yeah, he told me
South
the name.
African. I forgot what it's called, but there's Gom music in South Africa. There's house. There's
all of genres.
House is big over in South Africa.
So according to Burna Boy's description about Afrobeat and Afrobeats, we see that, man, there's so many subgroups of Afrobeats. Like, seriously, I can't keep count. There's the Afro pop, there's the Afro skank, there's the Afro fusion, there's the Afro dynamo, Afro reggae, there's Afro what they call it, trap. So there's so many subgroups, and I just think it's too much. And if we really think about it, there was something Naomi Campbell actually mentioned after the Grammy Award.
And to our African giant Burna Boy, it is only due to lack of education that you have not been honored with the accolades you so truly deserve.
Africans should just come together and identify our music, most especially, we in the West. Like in Nigeria, this Afro Beats has so many subgroups that they sound so similar. We have the Banku music, we have the Ghana High Life, which sound kind of similar. I feel like here in particular, we actually need to collapse some of these groups because they are too much, and I feel some of these artists don't really know the type of music they are doing. They just wake up one day and say, oh, we've discovered the Afro dynamo, we've discovered the pom-pom music. Like the pom-pom music to me just sounds like Afro pop. And if we're listening to this music now,
if I tell you, say I love you, oh, my money, my body, now your own, oh baby. 30 billion for the account, yo. Yeah, Versace and Gucci for your body, yo.
And we compare it to this music.
With you to the money, yo. This way I gonna do for you, girl, you know funny, yo. Don't be gonna love, man, use you play, although everywhere you go, baby, I go be your back.
Listening to the sound and you'd feel that they are the same type of music genre because they sound so similar. So I feel collapsing this thing is the right way to go, and it should be done ASAP. Like the label heads and all that could just come together and make this thing an identity so that Africa will have a voice of its own, and so that the new artists coming up would know how to, channel their music too. I feel we need to start with our own. For example, like the Nigerian music industry find it difficult to identify musician art because we can see it in the award categories, like the Headies, for example.
Best R&B Single, a category for the best R&B single in year under review by single individual or group. The nominees are Let Somebody Love You by Two-Face,
I'll be by your side until the end. I'll treasure your love.
Iyawomi by Timi Dakolo,
Iyawomi, all over me.
Plan B by One Day Cole,
I understand you already got a man, but if things ain't working out.
Don Gordon by Burna Boy.
Some of their category list is just kind of amusing, because you find a dancehall music in an R&B nomination list. The origin of all music is Africa. So we really deserve our spot in the biggest stage of the world in the music. I'm talking about the biggest music stage, the Grammys. Africa deserves her own chance to shine on that Grammy stage, and we can do this by making our own, standard, and then we can export it out there to the world. But if we look closely, we see that the Afro Beats is being listened to by so many fans out there, not just in Africa, but in the world. Like, for example, the American stars are actually sampling, like Drake. We have Drake and Beyonce, and even Jay-Z has sampled some of this Afro Beats sound, and even featured some of these Afro Beats artists. And so their fans, that is the fans of this international artists, actually get the chance to listen to Afro Beats. So I feel it's the time for us now to shine. And it will be very exciting to see Burna Boy get nominated, or even Music-Wizkid or Davido get nominated for Afro Pop category in the Grammys Award. Come on, we can do this, because even the Latin people actually have their categories in the Grammys. So I think it's time for Africa to shine, and the rising generation, is our time to do it. So let's do this ASAP. But that's just me thinking. I would love to hear what you feel and to know what you actually think about all these thoughts. And you can do that by putting down your comments in the comment section, okay? That will be all for this video. My name is Obum, O-B-U-M, and this is the Kuti Corner. And don't forget to stay safe and look out for my next video. All right? Bye.